The next concept we're going to talk about is duck typing. So duck typing comes from the phrase, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And it was first popularized, at least to my recollection, by dynamic languages like Python and Ruby. The way duck typing works is it allows us to treat objects of different types as the same type for resolution if they have the same interface. So since SpiceDB does graph resolution dynamically, which is similar to dynamic function dispatch in a dynamic language, we can use the same concept here. So what I'm going to do is take a really basic schema and show how we can use duck typing to resolve through two different object types. The object hierarchy I'm going to set up is that we can have a document, or we can have, we can have a question, or we can have an answer. So think about this if it's like Stack Overflow. And then we can have a comment. And a comment can be placed on either a question or an answer. And in this case, what we'll do is we'll say that the parent for the comment is of type question or answer. And the permission that we're going to try to figure out is who can view this comment. We could talk about delete and other sort of mutation operations, but those are almost always going to resolve down to the user who created the comment themselves. So the view is really the more interesting one. And what we're going to say here is that anybody who can view the question or the answer that the comment is nested under can also view the comment itself. So I'm just going to start by saying nil, like we do when we're initially modeling. Then we're going to talk about what kind of interface we need the question and answer to have that will be common in order for us to do our view computation. We can also add an owner who is of type user to the comment. And we can say that view is definitely going to include the owner, but it's also going to include the viewers of the parent. And because this right-hand side of an arrow can be a permission, we can also add permission view here and permission view here. So now all three of these object types expose a permission called view. And we can say that no matter whether the comment is nested under a question or an answer, by asking for the view, we will go to how this permission gets calculated on the question or the answer. And since an answer also has a parent of a question, we're going to use the same recursion logic here. So here we're going to say an answer is going to have an owner of type user. So we're going to say, we're going to take the owner here and anyone who can view the parent. And then finally, to finish, all we have to do is add owner user here. And then we can say who can view the question? Well, just the owner can view the question. So now, just to reiterate one last time, the parent of a comment can either be a question or an answer. And whether this parent relationship is pointing to a question or an answer is immaterial because they both expose this permission called view. And we can continue our resolution by following the view computation regardless of what the parent type is.